What up, seventh grade? I am putting together a video for you guys. Hopefully, this is helpful so that you all have a very clear understanding of what the expectations are for the essay that you've been supposed to be building this week. And shout out to those of you who have been completing that day by day. I definitely appreciate you guys because then I can give you feedback in real time. So what I'm about to do is I'm going to basically share my screen with you guys. So that I'm going to take you into the Google Classroom and show you the resources that I want you to be using so that you can build your essay. All right, so share my screen, yada, yada, share it. Okay, so obviously, all right. Cool. So obviously, first and foremost, I'm going to go into the seventh grade classroom, and I'm going to start back from last Friday. I had posted, which was my birthday, I had posted an assignment for you guys to do some DBQs. And so I'm basically just going to show you the answer key that I had posted for you, which was on March 17th, which was a couple days ago. Just so that you have an understanding of where you're supposed to start with this essay. So there were 7 documents. You were supposed to choose 3 of the first 6, and then everybody had to do the last one. So this is here for you. I'm not going to go into great detail about it, but just so that you're aware, all of the answers are actually here for you. All right, moving on. So the planning page, I've also been putting a bunch of I put private comments in everybody's document, but I wanted to show you the example page that I had shared with you. So what I was asking you to do was basically choose 2 questions, any 2 questions that you wanted to answer. It didn't really matter to me. The 2 questions that I chose to answer just for this example, and I actually only go into detail on the yellow one, was just for your benefit, honestly. So the one that I'm actually going to focus on here is, why do people support Manifest Destiny? Because I know this is one that a lot of you chose to do as well. So I figured, why not do this one? All right, so that's the question. Why do people support Manifest Destiny? So in the introduction paragraph, first and foremost, a lot of you did not do this. You skipped over it. I was asking for you to define Manifest Destiny. You can use mine as an example if you'd like, but please do not copy word for word what I have done, because that's plagiarism. So yeah, you have that part there. So reason 1. Now, what I want you to notice here is that it is color coded for you. It is yellow. I'm answering the first question here. I say first question because I happen to choose this first question. So what I'm looking to do here is answer for you, or you're going to answer for me. Why do people support Manifest Destiny? So obviously we know that it's just about only white people who support it. So I'm going to answer that question for you. Many white Americans supported it because they were benefiting from new opportunities. You don't want it to be over specific here. Now, I also should be thinking, when I'm choosing to answer that question, what evidence I want to use to support that. So if I'm talking about people supporting the move out west, what I need to think about is, for my braces paragraph, which, notice the color, it's all connected here, I want to think about which piece of evidence is going to best support. Now, this link right here, this Google Doc that I shared with you, is this answer key. So I'm just telling you that I chose document 2 here. This is just a basic braces paragraph. That's it. That's all I need you to do. And so what I'm telling you here is that I used this answer key. You should be using your own, not my answer key, which is document 2. And I'm going to be talking about, let's just think here, it was white people that were the sole beneficiaries, which means they were the only people who benefited from westward expansion. And I'm going to tell you that document 2 is a poster that's advertising millions of acres of land. Notice this here, millions of acres of land. I'm going to zoom in here because this is something that you can also do. Millions of acres of land, and I say for sale on 10 years credit. Now, we had talked about this in class before this coronavirus thingamajig that happened, but I was able to explain it here. So It was white landowning men who were getting this opportunity to move west, low risk, right? And I say low risk only because it's people moving there and they get 10 years basically to figure themselves out. That's a lot of time. And so I hope that helps you basically what you're trying to. Let me jump back up here. Actually, hold on. Reason one answers your first question, which connects to your first body paragraph, which will help you connect it in the conclusion, as well as, this is very important, being half of your thesis statement. Your thesis statement should be able to prove both of these points, which is what you're going to talk about. So if it proves to be devastating for Native Americans, that's obviously not what I'm talking about in reason one. That's reason two. Actually, let me help out here. Devastating for Native Americans. Beneficial for only white Americans. And remember, the thesis statement is something that you prove. See how it is both of those that I'm going to address. So that is a breakdown of what it would be. If you have further questions, please just let me know. Actually, one that keeps coming up, a transition sentence. What you really just want to say is that manifest destiny had an immense impact on all groups of people across North America. So what I'm saying here is that this is just a very general statement about manifest destiny impacting people. That's all that I'm looking for here. All right. I'm going to stop presenting so that you see me again. If you have further questions for me, please reach out. I'm going to post this on the stream. And what I've done is I've actually opened comments for students to comment on posts now. Do not take advantage of that. And I will see you guys later. YKTV. You already know the vibes.